let's go. You play too much. You play too much. Come on. Look, come on. Come on. Trains don't care. They need to make the trains go over the street instead of through it. How about that, America? How about we work on that? Because that's crazy, man. My street right there. I gotta turn right there. I gotta turn right there. Guys, so I just finished with that. Hold on, because I can't. Oh, okay, so I just finished with that. I actually had David is 51, and it was just fun working with him. It was pretty dope. Maybe one day I'll ask if I could show him to you guys so you guys can get like a, you know. But I'm telling you, man, if you take care of yourself, your body's gonna take care of you, man. Because to be the ages that these people are, 51 and 61 years old, and to be able to move around like they do, it's crazy, you know. You don't have to be bedridden or in a walker or a wheelchair, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to be walking out here with no sticks and stuff. I want to be on my 2 feet, you feel me? I'm trying to be on my feet, boy. I'm trying to be walking around, boy. All right, so now let's go back to campus. We're going to go to the calf, and then we're going to go to class because we got class at 12:30. So, and it's Wednesday too. Do they do something? Wing Wednesday, I think. And we ain't going to have a problem hitting our protein today. So, let's get out of here. All right, so I want y'all to tell me how smart I am, right? So I'm looking for my keys. I'm like, dang, I lost my keys. And then we right here. So, hey, man, everybody has those moments. Don't judge me. We gonna. All right, let's go. Come on. Y'all play too much. All right, guys. So I'm trying to have this thing up by 12, and I already exported it, but for some reason I don't know where it is, so I had to export it again. And so I'm gonna export this. I'm gonna go to the calf, and I'm gonna carb out of my mind because for some reason I cannot make it to 500, but I'm gonna make it to 500 today. Let's believe that, boy. I'm gonna make it. But so I'm gonna make it to 500. I haven't eaten yet, and so I'm gonna just watch YouTube, wait till this is done, and I'm gonna go to the calf. I have class at 12:30, and then yeah. All right, y'all. So guess what class I'm going to? Take a guess.
Top of the department, and coaching, probably your football team or basketball team, volleyball team, their coaches are located under the associate AD somewhere else for here. Okay? So basically, the coach is under control of athletic department or athletic director. So,
am I eating or am I eating? Guys, getting ready for the gym. Wrote my workout in class. Today is deadlift day now. One of the things that I really need to work on is that I haven't been feeling aggressive during any of my pulls. I just walk up to the bar and I just be like, instead of, really getting into it. So one of the things that I really plan on doing is really just ripping that bar off the ground. I remember I used to tell my mom it's like ripping the head off a lion, and I forgot what that felt like. So what I'm gonna do today is I'm really gonna try to rip a head off, rip a couple heads off today. So we're gonna get right, we're gonna do it right. And I'm also gonna start it off a little differently. I'm not gonna do a voiceover. I'm gonna just let this joint roll through this time around. And yeah, so I'll see y'all at the gym. I think I'm supposed to be meeting Alicia there, so I'll see y'all in a little bit. Deadlifts 4x6. Now, I don't know if I'm about using 475, so I ended up putting 460 on the bar. Alicia in the back, she's doing sumo. She's starting off sumo. And have you heard about girls, when they deadlift, they'll keep it? Because some girls got like pelvic-floor problem? It's not a problem, but it'll just happen.
I don't too.
You don't? Well, yeah. So I'm gonna start with this. I might add 5-10 pounds every set like I did last time. So let's get in the groove. Let's get started. All right, guys. So I know I said I wasn't gonna speak on this one, but I just decided to do it again because I don't know. I felt like when I can, I hope y'all don't mind because usually I don't do this, but I'm not trying to be rude, but nah. All right, guys. So we got deadlifts going on, and surprisingly, they felt great. Like, I don't know if y'all remember hearing me talking about it before, but my glutes weren't on like they were supposed to. I really took my time with my warm up, and I said I was gonna show you guys. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna make sure I do that because I'm playing these games with y'all, but I'm gonna stop. So I felt that like my glutes, everything was working. And like I said, I was bracing really hard, making sure I kept my core nice and tight, nice and rigid. And it's weird, like I'll do this thing, cause like my back I started feeling like this strange pain in my back. And normally something like that, I feel like that happens because my spine isn't neutral. I seen it in a Kevin Oak deadlift video where he was getting his form checked by a PT, and his pelvis was rotated forward. So like, I feel like for you to get in a neutral position, your shoulder blades need to be locked, not only just for, staying tight and keeping that tightness, but for just neutrality of your spine. So it's like you want to lock your shoulder blades in, and it's like before you start to lift, you tuck your hips forward and then you tuck them back and then you go. It's weird and it's subtle. I wish I could show it to you, but I hope the way I explained it made sense. You just want to try to stay as tight and you want to keep your spine as neutral as possible, and it's going to help you from rounding. And a lot of people will go into a big old conversation about, oh, back rounding, your back's rounding, blah, blah, blah. But like once you get to like super duper heavyweight, that's just how it goes. And I don't know why. I tried to do another set and I couldn't even get it off the ground because my back was so fried. Mind you, this was the heaviest I've gone since I've actually hurt my back. So I was just happy to get through the session the way I did. Everything was moving. Throwing back deficit deadlifts back into my programming. These felt good. I really could feel all my muscles work. Everything felt slow. But just a tip, if you're about to deadlift or after you deadlift or in between sets, roll out your glutes with a lacrosse ball, and it makes a world of difference. Like, because all that tension in your hamstrings, there's already enough tension in your hamstrings. So if your hamstrings and your glutes are tight, your lower back is going to be hurting a lot. But I felt really aggressive, even regardless of how fatigued I was. I felt aggressive during these pulls, and this is the best deadlifting session that I've had in a minute. And 495 didn't feel as bad as it did. Now, probably the most I've ever done, like before, things started going wrong, was 550. So, and I pulled 625. I held it, but it dropped. I'm gonna count it at 625 because I had it. It was off the ground. It was at lockout. I just dropped it. So I finished it off with an AMRAP. I know y'all about to give me all kinds of hell for, oh, you didn't pull it because you didn't hold on to it and you don't got it on video. So you know you didn't do it because it's not even on the gram, bruh. Get out of here. Okay, I understand, cool. But I pulled 625 on my mind. So I'm just taking these baby steps. I'm chilling out and just working my programming that I got going on. Not gonna question it, just gonna work hard, put my head down. And then another thing, the frequency kills me. Like, okay, I'm gonna make this conversation real quick. The reason I don't like block training, like people have hypertrophy blocks, people have strength blocks, and a strength block closer to a meet, yeah, that makes sense. Or if you're like doing a mock meet, or just because you want to get stronger. But I feel like staying in a certain rep range, staying with 10s for like, let's say 2 months, that joint beat my ass. It kicked my ass. My joints were hurting, my knees were hurting, all that. It's just like hypertrophy, yeah, I love it. I always get a pump and I always feel like an adrenaline rush. But it's just like, sometimes it's just too taxing on the body. Like, it's gonna hurt too much and your recovery is gonna suck, regardless if you're eating, sleeping, blah, blah, blah. And it's just like, especially if my frequency was high, and so being in a hypertrophy block and doing something already often, that's just wearandtear.com. Like, visit your local store, get you some wear and tear, because you about to buy some wear and tear. And what I'm doing now is I'm rotating between rep ranges right now, because I was working with 10s for a little bit. I stopped, so I'm doing 8s, 6s, and 4s, and I'm gonna rotate that. And I have specific accessories that I'm really gonna try to push to help me, get through and increase my lifts. Slingshot close grip, because I don't use my slingshot enough, and so my triceps are weak too, so I'm gonna start adding this at 5 or 10 pounds. Linear progression, guys, it's the most simplest form of flattery, guys. Y'all need to start just taking baby steps, man. There's nothing wrong with a small step of a child, but just some light hamstring curls, and I did step ups. I don't know why I did it like this, but I felt it in my glutes, and I did pull-ups until I couldn't anymore. But that's what's up with that, guys. I just wanted to, I don't have anything against people who love training like blocks, but me personally, I can't do it like that. But hope you guys like my training for this session. Comment, like, share, subscribe, and stay tuned, because I guess I'll just label this part 1 because this was within the same week. So part 2 coming soon, guys. See you guys later.